All right. Before we dive in, is everyone ready? You got your tea, your crumpets, your joints.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah, I'm good.
awesome.
I got everything I need to think.
So before I dive into summaries and where we left off and all that, I just want to reiterate our use of Discord. Keep in mind, each of our characters has their own channel where you, as the player of your character, whenever you need to make a note, feel free to either take it down in person if that's your preference, but anything else that you want to record, whether you're driving like Chris, I know you are, so I got your notes for you. But if anyone just wants to type their notes into their character's chat log, it'll be recorded by me, and I'll put any changes that you make in your notes into your character sheet. So all of our character sheets have been updated for session 2 based on the notes we all put down in our chat logs from session 1. So we're all up to code. Um, yeah, so with that said, just whenever you need to take a note, just hop on over to your channel and drop a comment, and it'll be good there. With that said, I'm going to read off the world summary one more time. This is something I read to you guys during session 1 to kind of introduce the world, and since it's been a minute, I wanted to revisit it. It only takes a minute or so. The summary of the world of Warhammer. The world of Warhammer is a grim and perilous place where the race of men face not only the warring factions among themselves, but also that of greenskins, the undead, the corrupt powers of chaos, and more. Akin to medieval Europe, the Renaissance era, Tolkien's Middle-earth, and the sword and sorcery of Conan the Barbarian's world, this one is just as cruel and deadly. The magic of this world is made up of the very essence of chaos, making the practice of it in most human societies illegal, save for a select permitted few who know how to safely harness it. These individuals are the elven race and the colleges of wizards. Others are branded as witches, sorcerers, and necromancers, which often leads to a fate tied to the pyre. From the snowy wastelands of the northern Kislev to the lush jungles of Lustria down south, the Empire of Man has made its presence known and tried to carve out further territory for itself. And just the same, others have invaded it with the intent to conquer. The Emperor Karl Franz does all he can to keep the Empire alive and thriving, but he faces enemies from within as well. Some of his servants, members of his court, counts, dukes, lords, burgermeisters, magistrates, illegal magic users, and all sorts of ambitious folk make up a litany of individuals who seek their own gain over the betterment of the Empire and its people. You guys, this is your world. And the only way to survive it is by being smarter than those who would do you harm, being ready to fight when the time comes, and don't get a splinter lest you wish to suffer possibly deadly infection. Welcome to the unforgiving, grimdark world of Warhammer.
Let's go!
I love that intro. Okay, now I'm gonna jump into That's perfect. I'm gonna jump into session 1's summary. So since I wasn't able to get a good recording of session 1, session 2 here is going to be the first episode of our campaign's video series here. And the summary of session 1, to get us caught up to where we are now, is going to read as follows. For background, we all agree that Fritz has employed us all to be part of his bounty hunter retinue, complete with a lawyer to ensure legality, an apothecary for injuries and for recording and drawing his deeds in a book, an elven shadow warrior to be his stealthy assassin, and a sailor to guide them through the Empire's highway system of rivers. Fritz is offering a chance to collectively become famous hunters. Additionally, Jack Crow has a map to a lost civilization, so at some point we might pursue that lead. And Core is hunting a dark elf pirate that might somehow be tied to Jack's map. Another one is we have all disembarked from a shipping vessel rowing downstream the Reich River, just before sundown, everyone from the boat made their way into the nearby inn called the Three Feathers. There were a number of missing people reports on the town crier board outside of the inn. The innkeeper's nephew, William, went missing last week when chopping wood. He's one of the people listed as missing. His mother, Olivia, fears the worst but promised a free week of room and board and food if we succeed in bringing him home, back alive or not. He was last seen 300 paces north of the inn and in the forest, which Olivia warns not to venture into, especially after dark. The Graven, the noble, Maria Ulrich, is staying at the inn with her court of servants, including Bruno, the bulging bicep shirtless arm wrestler. She also just hired the halfling Marcelina Seedling to host a Scarlet Empress gambling table at her next party. A second halfling showed up partway through the night and joined the gambling table. He tried pickpocketing Fritz, but was caught, and to make up for it, he bought Fritz a bottle of wine, which Fritz is currently drinking.
Hey.
A mysterious man by the name of Johann Schmidt walked in with an equally mysterious woman, both concealing their faces under their hoods, and they both immediately went upstairs to the room they already had booked. Jack spoke with two boatmen from their vessel, but they revealed that they knew little about the passengers. The three tense folks staring at people from their table were overheard by Kor to be chaos cultists who are agitated because they're waiting for someone that they've already expected to show up. And finally, three priests of Mor, the god of death, stepped into the inn with a coffin and bribed the innkeeper with extra coin to let them have a room with the coffin. They said to ignore any sounds coming from their room, for they'll be praying over the body all night. As they carried the coffin upstairs to their room, Brutus rolled a natural crit, a natural one, for a perception test, and he heard a faint whimper come from inside the coffin. And we're picking up right from there.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
I'd like to add my funny note of William is a pothead.
That's right.
I was like looking. I was like, yeah, you pretty much. I think I got everything down in my notes. Pretty good. Also, Bruno is biggest and the best. I wrote that in all caps.
I did use your notes for part of this, so thank you for keeping track the way you did.
Oh yeah, definitely. I try to keep as many notes as possible.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. It's so helpful to have another GM as a player for my group. So yay! All right, so here we go, diving in. Fritz, how's that wine? How's it tasting?
It's not half bad. I'm not sure the vintage though. I'm gonna start inspecting the bottle with all squinty eyes, just turning it around in my hands. I don't know, and just take another swig straight from the fucking bottle.
There you go.
You want some? And I'll hand it over.
Me as Grim, the apothecary, I thank you, but no, I've had my fill for now. Speaking as narrator, Josh, roll a consume alcohol test for
oh shit! All right,
so
let's get it.
Do you have your character sheet handy by chance?
I do.
You should have a consume alcohol test, which is 35 for you.
Oh shit!
So you need to. This is going to be an average test. This is your first real drink of the night. So it's not going to be, something too much on your system. So we're going to make this a slightly easier roll. We're going to add 20 to the number that you need to roll under. So that 35 is now a 55. So if you would, go on ahead and please roll that and let us know the results.
I have got a 30.
30. All right, you pass. You feel pretty good. It's decent wine. It's getting you a little bit buzzed, but you're still good. You're still yourself. So moving on. The door to the inn opens, and a torrent of rain and wind gusts through the entrance. A lone woman comes in and shuts the door behind her. Two flintlock pistols are holstered at her hips, a sword sheathed alongside them. On her back, she dons a cape, and a crossbow lies harnessed over her broad shoulders, and her head was protected from the rain by her wide brimmed musketeer hat. Old scar wounds of claw slash marks run across her face. She makes her way over to the bar while scanning each face in the room. And in a Russian esque accent, a Kislev accent, she goes on saying, "Ale, in your biggest time, please. In the room, if you have one available." A drunk guard from a table full of his comrades stumbles up and grabs her by the ass. She flattens him quickly and efficiently against the surface of the bar. Immediately, the guards' buddies all stand from their table, but the innkeeper rushes over and waves his hands in a disarming manner. "No need for further action, my good sirs. I saw the whole thing, and as much as I respect the guard, that boy had it coming." The guards all stand in place, pissed off but held back by the innkeeper's words and the sight of the woman's hand resting on the butt of her gun. The injured guard gets up, he's handed a cold wet cloth by the barkeep as he makes his way back to his buddies, dazed and defeated. His compatriots sit down and rejoin him as he rejoins them, eyes glaring at the woman, who stands at the bar, drinks her ale in a silent victory. What do you guys do after seeing that?
Kislev, 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 yeah! Well, I will obviously, hearing the accent alone, pique my interest to turn around, but then seeing what just happened, go like you'll see me tense up and then turn back around towards Grim and then be like, "Oh well, maybe a bit later down my line here. I mean, get a little bit more, reputation. Then I'll take a swing at that one over there. But too much for me."
I don't know, my good sir. I think you've got the grit and the charm to, at least make a girl blush. But that's entirely your call.
And then I'm just gonna take another drink from the bottle.
What about Dan, Chris, and Dad seeing this big Russian-esque woman just pretty much slam this dude against the bar and continue on like nothing happened? Do you just continue sitting and observing? Does she seem like
I'm just going to observe as it doesn't seem like they want to press charges.
It's fair.
I'll just observe as well.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. How about yourself, Jack, Dad? What does our sailor do? Oh, Dad, you're muted.
Yeah, he's on mute.
Oh. I don't know.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
Good.
So I'd like to see if she wants to join our, little quest.
Oh yeah.
Because she seems like she'd be really tough, and I go up to her and see if I can get her attention to explain what we're doing.
So walk me through how you go about doing that.
Well, is she standing like by herself now? Is she at the bar?
She's at the bar. She's got her back to it, and she's sipping her drink, enjoying it, and continuing to eyeball the room, reading faces.
So she's facing the room, so you can walk up to her without sneaking up on her.
Completely.
Yeah, I walk up to her, not in a cocky way, but more like, like almost waving, like, "Hey, can I talk to you?"
Like you're waving over to where we're sitting?
Yeah, I walk up to where I walk over to where she's sitting, and say, "Could I have a word?"
What can I do for you, my good sir?
So I don't know if you know this, but there's been a lot of local children that have gone missing recently, and we just were hired to go find one for the barkeep. And would you be interested in joining us?
Lots of people go missing in these woods. You're quite brave if you are truly daring to venture out. How many are in your party, if I may ask?
There's 5 of us.
There's 5 of you. And you intend on the 5 of you venturing out alone into that darkness to venture a lone boy, is what you're telling me?
Yes, because it's the right thing to do, and we don't be better to go in with a stronger team. And if you have interest in some friends, we'd love to have you come with. I'd love to do it with you.
I'll tell you what, because I rarely ever see such kindness in this country, let alone my own. And in the way you've touched me with your generosity for this stranger, so I guess it's only fair that I should pay it back as well. But if I am to tag along, a couple of conditions need to be met. One, we only venture out by daylight. None of this nighttime escapade shit, because no, I want to get killed. Second, I'm here for my own purposes. I am not here to help just anyone. I am here to, well, have you seen any priests of Moor travel by here tonight, by chance? There would have been 3 of them.
We did, right?
We did actually, yes.
Yeah. Say.
Well, who of us saw them? Did we all see them because they made an entrance?
Yeah, everyone saw, because when they were
All right, cool,
coffin up to their room, it stopped the whole room. Everyone was like,
yeah, I figured. Yeah, 3 dudes in robes coming in with a coffin would definitely stop up everybody to turn and look. Okay, cool. Yeah, we definitely saw them. Cool.
Yes. So
yeah, so I say to her, we did see 3 priests with a body. What do you think that was? What can you tell me? What were they doing?
Isn't that where I made the perception check was on the coffin? Or did I miss something?
No, you did.
What was the result of that? I think I missed that.
You heard a slight whimper from within the coffin. You heard someone, or you heard someone in there.
Beatrix Kiddo.
She's about to be buried alive, and we have to save her from Bill.
No.
So I'm sorry. So Dad, please continue. Yes, you have seen priests here. How do you respond to her question?
Yeah, I tell her that we did see it. It was very upsetting and strange. And I ask her what she can share. What is going on? What were they doing?
Nothing good, I can tell you that much. But what I can share with you is there is possibly someone in their well, if I say too much, sir, you might get in danger as well. But just know that they have a prison there, whether it's the prisoner is with them or not, I don't know, but it's a very delicate political situation. She eyeballs the rest of the party that you came from the table of, and she goes on to ask, are they comrades of yours? This table here? And
yes.
You 5 are the ones who are going to rescue that boy?
Yes. That is correct.
I'll tell you what. We'll do us a bit of a trade here. You'll don't have to charm me, but I do business. And I'm in the business of bounty hunting. And these three priests are not who they seem to be. And, if you say they have a coffin, whoever is inside may not be dead. If you help me take them out, alive or dead, if you assist me here, I'll award each of you 20 silver pieces per bounty. And in exchange for that assistance, I will assist you on your quest to help find this boy.
Oh,
If you want to discuss this with your group before giving me a proper response, please. I don't know why I'm switching to the French accent, but
Yeah, you're getting the French, yeah.
So I have a come over. I need to. Let me go talk. Or do I invite the guys? Should I invite you guys over, or should I come talk to you first?
Well, right now, after seeing, turning around, hearing her, I looked at her, saw her do the whole thing. I turned back around, so I'm currently not. I'm unaware that you've walked over and started talking to her. I'm just sitting at the table with Grim while I'm drinking wine and probably prattling on about some shit about how and then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna be this kind of guy, and this is gonna happen,
Yeah. So I say to her, thank you. Give me a minute. Let me go talk to my friends and come back.
Very good, sir.
So then I walk over and update everybody.
So you update us, and so we're all aware now that this Kislev bounty hunter is in pursuit of these three priests and possibly whoever's inside the coffin as well. She's offering us 20 silver pieces, each of us per bounty, potentially leading to 60 silver each. That's a good amount of coin right there.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be like, well, gotta say,
That's agreeable.
you surprised me, Boatman. I wouldn't have approached him myself. And I'll give you a pat on the shoulder, good job.
Good. I love it.
So, yeah, go ahead.
So what do we do next? Yeah.
So
I guess now I'll have to walk over. Let's gather the gang. Let's go talk to her.
There you go.
And I'll be like, pleased to meet your acquaintance. My name is Fritz Fitzgerald VII, and I'd like to take you up on this offer. Could you please explain the details once over for me? Just making sure my acquaintance here didn't miss anything.
Fitzgerald the Seventh? Is that what I just heard out of your mouth?
That's correct, famed bounty hunter, or soon to be.
Famed bounty hunter, or soon to be. I do like your spirit, sir. I find
I'm twirling one of my mustachios. Arm on the bar, kind of leaning.
This does get a little twinkle in her eye. I can't help but smile at that. That's a natural charm right there. So, you and your friends discuss.
I'll do a charm check actually. 1 sec. 13. There you go.
That would do it.
My charm's 44, 39?
Yeah,
no, 44. 44. So there you go.
There you go. Thank you for catching that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Success there. So you succeed in charming her. She she finds you quite dashing. She blushes ever so slightly. But that said, she goes on to ask, so did you and your friends here have a discussion about our proposition?
Yes. We would be very much interested, but I was just making sure I didn't miss any of the details. Please, if you wouldn't mind elaborating.
I cannot share all details of this particular bounty, as it is a private bounty, not one sent on the town crier table, but one sent out by outdoor officials
Okay.
nonetheless. With that said, what I can say is this: these priests that travel through here are not priests. They may claim to be. They may claim to have a coffin, with a body in that they're doing religious ceremony shit for, but it is nothing but that. Shit. What what we need to do is dispatch of them, and hopefully, if there is someone alive in that coffin, then we can possibly save them as well. And with that said, she takes a big swig of her drink and goes on to say, "I'm grateful that I made some companions for this because soloing three bounties is no easy task, no matter who you are." And so she orders a round of drinks and gives each of you one.
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
And she goes on to say,
I,
"This is."
I put the wine bottle that I'm carrying in my left hand down on the counter, and I pick up the drink.
And so, yeah, she gives us each a drink. She toasts to each of you, and then just continues on pouring. And then she says, "But in the meantime, we need to wait for these priests to reveal themselves. If they are upstairs with that coffin, we don't want to go knocking on the door just to be met by the end of a barrel of a gun. We're going to wait for them." And so she sits down.
Couldn't agree more.
She sits down at the table you guys came from, and just continues her silent sipping, and continues watching the room, watching the faces.
Might I ask? I don't think I got your name.
My name is Ursula Kopfgeld.
Ursula, that's such a fucking Russian name. Ursula, how do you spell last name?
It's Kopfgeld. Kopfgeld.
Oh yeah, that's fucking yes. Let's go. Hell yeah, Kislev.
As soon as she introduces herself by her name, a servant comes down from the Gravin's rooms and orders all of her party to bed, for they're going to be having an early start at first light tomorrow. So reluctantly, various servants and guards finish their drinks and drift off to the dormitory. And at about the same time, Johann Schmidt comes down for a bottle of wine. On his way back to his room, he's approached by one of the Gravin's servants. An inaudible but clearly heated exchange takes place. Does anyone have the lip reading talent, by chance?
Ooh, I don't think. Let's see.
You'll have to check for me.
I'm checking for you now.
Oh, there you go. Hell yeah. I do not.
I don't think any of us do.
But I'm ambidextrous, so I can drink the one drink in one hand and the wine in the other hand.
That's what matters. So
Yeah.
They have their heated exchange, Johann Schmidt and this servant of the Gravin, and then he hurries back upstairs looking angry, and the servant heads off to the dormitory herself. A few moments after that, Bruno, he quietly tiptoes down the stairs and returns to the bar, grinning broadly and looking around with theatrical, exaggerated caution to make sure that none of the Gravin's party is still around. He orders a mug of ale, telling the barman to keep 'em coming, and sits down at a table with the two boatmen you guys conversed with earlier about Johann Schmidt. After a few minutes, an arm wrestling contest starts again. Patiently waiting for the priests to reveal themselves, Ursula watches for a while, then challenges Bruno, putting 10 silver shillings on the table. Bruno demurs for a moment, but accepts the challenge. A small crowd gathers. Bruno's arm begins to go down. He was being gentle with the lady, but he quickly applies his full strength and the contest begins in earnest. Neither contestant moves. A sheen of sweat breaks out on Bruno's forehead, but it is an even match. Then Ursula's arm wavers, and Bruno, no longer the gentleman, forces the bounty hunter's arm slowly but surely down to the table. Victorious but fatigued, Bruno looks at Ursula with a new respect and says, "I think I'm done for the night. Let me buy you and your friends here around on me." No, sir. We just ordered a round. I appreciate that, but... And he interrupts her. "Nonsense! You have ale already? Fine, I order us wine. The best that this place has to offer." And he orders a goblet of wine for each of us from the innkeeper's, best stock. And a few moments later, a tray of fresh beverages is brought over. Goblets are passed out to each person. When I say goblet, I mean like a wooden cup, nothing metallic. And as the barmaid leaves, Bruno raises his ale and says, "To the only contender who made me put some muscle into it." He cheers his drink towards all of us and downs a few gulps. And Ursula humbly raises her drink back at him and takes a sip. The other two boatmen refuse to toast and instead just silently and bitterly sip their ale. How do you guys respond to the toast? Do you take a sip, or do you kind of rebel and protest to his rude comment to the boatmen?
In protest to what?
Bruno just insulted the two boatmen during his speech to Ursula. He said, "To the only person who made me try tonight, in his arm wrestling contests," and he just arm wrestled the boatmen, and so they're looking kind of bitter and a little ashamed, and so they don't sip from their glasses that he just bought them. So you can either sip and toast to Ursula like he's doing, or you can refuse the beverage because he made a rude comment while making the praise.
Oh, I'm taking that beverage, and I'm gassing up Ursula, because Ursula is on our side, and I'm putting the charm on. I went ahead and I rolled another consume alcohol, because I've consumed a lot now, but I don't know how I keep fucking doing this. I rolled a 12, so we are still good. I can hold my shit, apparently. This is going to suck later when I have to roll for combat and I'm rolling 99s. Oh, no.
Yeah, no, hey, you're keeping yourself, even keeled. It's going to get important. What about Core? Do you take a sip or do you refuse?
I'm going to pretend to take a sip.
Okay, so you pretend to take a sip. Dad, what about yourself? What is Jack?
I'll take a sip. I'll drink.
All right, so Jack's going to take a sip. And what about Brutus? Does he sip? Is he down the goblet? What is?
Oh yeah, I finished the goblet. I didn't even sip. I just fucking downed that thing. I'm already down now, so I'm going.
Wait, Dan, are you there?
Yes. Oh, Dan.
Oh, can you hear me?
Now I can.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
What does
I don't know.
Brutus do? How does he take a sip and toast?
Oh yeah. Now I slam it. Yeah. Because it's to Ursula, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Grim's gonna do it too, for sure. But hold on one sec, guys. Give me a sec. All right. So,
yeah, there's a small chance sometimes I'll drop for like a second or two. I can hear everything you guys are saying, but I don't. This is my first time using this, so.
All good. Ursula checks the table surroundings, and when she sees who's around, she then leans in close to Bruno. She asks if he saw the priests of Moor that walked in earlier as well. And confused by the seemingly random mentioning of them, he answers, "Those priests give me the creeps just as much as they give salvation." Everyone, roll me an average perception test. So whatever your perception value is, add a 20 to it, and you need to roll under that number, equal to or lower. Chris, I'll do that for you. Yours is at 56. Holy shit.
Nice.
Plus 20, so 76.
Ooh.
You got a 13. Wow.
Yeah, wow.
I have a perception of 50 with that plus 20. So my perception is 30, and it's bad. 29. Still rolled a good. I don't know how I'm like in the zone when I'm drinking. Apparently, here we go.
What about Jack here? Or do you have
I
dice
have-
head?
It's a 40, so you have the 20, 60, and I rolled a 57.
You rolled a 50. Oh, so you just made it.
I just made it.
Very good, very good. And Dan, what about Brutus?
So I add 20 to my skill.
Yes, whatever the skill value is, add 20 to that, and then roll against it, trying to equal it or get lower than it.
Okay, so my skill then would be 60, and I rolled a 41.
Nicely done.
There
All right.
you go.
So we all succeed here. So we all notice one at a time, starting with Core, Fritz, then Jack, then Grim, and then ultimately down to Brutus. That Brutus, your eyes are beginning to flutter, not in unison. There's something going on with you. I need you, Dan, to roll me a difficult endurance test. This is going to be
Shit.
This is going to be -10. And so whatever
Okay.
your endurance value is, -10 that, and then roll against it.
Okay.
Your endurance is a 29,
Fuck.
so you need a 19.
No, I rolled a 60.
Oh no.
All right. In that moment, Brutus, his eyes are fluttering, and he's, sweat beads are just dripping down his forehead, and within the
Oh,
same-
sorry, I totally cut out.
Oh, all good, all good. I was saying, so after you made that roll, Dan, we as a group are noticing that you, Brutus, are sweating profusely. Your eyelids are kind of fluttering out of unison at a weird rate. You look sick, and in a single breath, you go from having your head up to now you're slumped over, barely conscious. You have been poisoned.
I
Oh
got date
no.
raped.
What's that?
Yeah.
I got date raped.
You got not date raped, but date rape drugged. That's
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yes, and so none of us are. You know what? Let me see if Grim would realize what's going on in this split second. Not immediately. Okay. So Dan, yes, you're slumped over and you're trying to fight to stay conscious. You're like, what the fuck is going on? You barely can even comprehend that one question, let alone in your head. And so, you're just trying to use your constitution, your willpower to stay conscious. If you would, roll me a willpower check. This is going to be right at your characteristic. It's the WP. Yours is a 30.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is going to be... I'm going to make it just a challenging roll, meaning there's no modifier, negative or positive. So you have to roll a 30 or lower.
I rolled a 28.
Oh, all right. So you stay conscious, and you're taking some heavy, deep breaths. And in that moment, with Grim being an apothecary armed with the heal skill, he notices what you're going through, and he immediately rushes over to your side. And I go on to say, I'm going to administer you a vial of something that's meant to induce vomiting. And hopefully it'll get this out of your system. So let me roll.
Ipecac.
Yes. Let me roll my heal test. See if that succeeds or not. Oh, what's wrong? Character sheet. 49. There we go. 23. Okay, so I give you this antidote, this vial of something, Dan, and you ingest it, and within a minute or so, you puke all over the table. You puke on Bruno as well. Thankfully, you miss just about everyone else. But yeah, Bruno stares at you mortified. What do you do?
Let me think. I'm sorry, bro. I can't do the voice today. I basically apologize. And
You're
Uh,
Anyway.
he saw all this taking place, didn't he?
He what?
Yeah.
He saw like me take the vial and stuff, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, we say I speak up and say he was poisoned.
Yeah.
Yeah, what kind of shit is this? And I sniff my now empty glass.
I like that.
Yeah, why didn't anything happen to Josh? Fritz.
Whoever drank from the
Who's trying to poison my lawyer? I'm gonna get up from my chair.
Whoever drank from the wine, I added their name to a list, including my own, and rolled to see who drank the poison.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Nice.
And I landed on Brutus. But
Why you just poison one of us?
Because it was. Well, you'll find out. You'll find out.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry.
But I need everyone to make me a perception check, an average perception check. So add 20 to the value, and then roll to see if you equate or get lower than it. For core, what did you get?
I'm blinded by rage. I got a 54, so I was above. Mine's 50 with the plus 20. Someone poisoned my lawyer, and I'm not thinking straight. I'm not looking around now. I'm in that blind, drunk rage.
You're just upset. That's understandable.
Yeah, exactly.
I got mine.
What is yours, Dad?
39.
39. What is your value that you had to roll under?
Well, 40 plus 20.
Perfect. Okay. And then for core.
Sorry, fucking Starlink.
Oh, you're good, bro. Chris, yeah, you got a 35, so you also succeed.
Yeah.
So as Brutus is recovering, just kind of catching his breath and dabbing the sweat from his forehead, you guys just kind of happen to take a look around the room, just seeing what the fuck happened, seeing if there's any faces that would, just detect, raise detection in some way. And because of your perception rolls, you all succeeded. So
except me.
except for the ever so upset bounty hunter.
Yeah.
But
I didn't need to do one then, did I?
Well, I mean, still, you never know. If you happen to be the only one who had noticed, then that would have been enough of a lead. But so you guys notice one of the Graven's servants is kind of shuffling her way from the bar towards the dormitory in a bit of a haste. Like, she's trying to be subtle about it, but she's clearly trying to get the fuck out. And she keeps eyeballing your table. And she makes for the back door, and she gets outside, and she closes the door behind her. What do you do?
Chase her.
There you go.
Yeah.
Prosecutor.
So you guys,
Yeah.
So you guys pursue the individual.
He tried to violate our prosecutor. We got to get her.
Yeah, he's trying to poison a lawyer.
As I'm just like pointing at everyone and being like, who the fuck poisoned my lawyer? I see them fucking start running past me towards whatever, and I just go, I'll be right back. And I follow them because I assume they figured it out.
There you go. So, can you guys paint a picture a little bit of how you go about pursuing her?
I should probably go ahead first.
About to say, you would probably, I would say you'd probably just start fucking going the second you figured it out and saw her. You were probably just like through that crowd, like fast as fuck elf style.
Yeah.
Am I still all fucked up?
Yeah, so Dan, you might want to just hang tight for a moment.
Okay.
Just catch your breath. So
I'm assuming Grim will probably stay with Dan.
I was about to say, yep.
Yeah, and then I'm assuming
I'll go
I
out
see
with her.
fucking. Yeah, you start following him. I see you run past me, and I follow him. So we're in a line, kind of like that.
I gotcha. So with that said, Chris, as core,
You bring them to me.
As he's like on the ground.
As Core makes his way out the back door, he sees that it literally leads to the open wilderness. You know that you're looking at the dark forest, and it's borderline pitch freaking black. Um, the door that you're using here is very heavy. You know, you noticed it when you pushed it open. This is clearly kind of meant to be a barricading type of door. So you kind of get the sense that you've just kind of exposed the inside of the inn to whatever's out there. So whoever just escaped there, the Graven servant, she was in and out real quick. You know, and you're chasing her, so you're not quite necessarily thinking about leaving the door open, or are ya?
Oh, fuck. Well, I'm the last one out, and I'm in a blind rage, so no, I'm not thinking about closing the door behind me. I'm just running.
So as you three make your way outside, please make me a difficult perception check. This is going to be a -10 modifier.
Uh-oh. That means I have to beat a 20?
Yep. Let me see about...
Oh, I got a 13.
You got a 13? Ooh. There you go. There you go.
93.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, bad.
Yeah, no, that was 82 on Core's part.
You're supposed to be my client.
But, Dad, Jack, he peers deep into a certain area of the forest, and you see a set of eyes looking back at you. But as they shift, and you think that it might be this person in hiding, you see that it's actually a deer. And it goes on and runs and skips its way through the woods. So that disappears, and unfortunately, you guys are not seeing any other sign, even with your 13 there, Dad. Whoever this individual was, they got out just quick enough to evade detection even from an elf. So, yeah, whoever this individual is, like, they're good at what they're doing, aside from policing.
Well, I think we decide that we realize that it's really dangerous out there, and it's not. I don't think it's worth it for us to chase her.
Agreed. So how do you take charge of that moment there, Dad? How does Jack take charge?
I say, I pull the other guys back and say, guys, let's find another day.
Core and Fritz, how do you guys respond?
Well, assumingly, I kind of like run into them because they stop and they're looking around, and I'm looking around. And I can't see shit because I'm just like, what the fuck is this piece of shit? And then we're like, all right, turn around. Yeah, okay. I just kind of go back in with them.
Yeah, I just go back in.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So as you guys re-enter and you join Grim and Brutus back at the table, you notice Brutus's complexion is, returning to, back to normal a little bit. Still a little pale, but he's at least not how he looked when he was, poisoned.
Better. Yes.
Yeah. But as I'm tending to him, one of the priests comes down the stairs. As he does, he sees the bar staff cleaning up the puke pile. He gags at the sight and smell, but keeps making his way down and over to the bar. He calls over the innkeeper, and the two of them have a quiet little chat. A few moments after their discussion, the priest is seen going back upstairs, and Ursula then takes charge and goes to speak with the innkeeper one-on-one. Do you guys leave her alone do it, or do you join her and going up to the innkeeper?
Well, I just got fucking Narcan, so.
Hey, so yeah, you're chilling.
There you go. Yeah, I stay with Brutus.
I'm a little upset that I didn't get to throw my book at him.
You might get your chance. Yeah.
I was gonna literally throw the book. I don't know.
I think we should follow her.
There you go. Okay.
I'm currently in character now, running over to Brutus and making sure this didn't violate anything in our contract. And making
looking
sure
through the contract.
and making sure the legality of it, and he can't do anything, and he has to stay here. You know what I mean? Like just making sure I didn't fuck up anything, and everything's airtight. Because I'm like, fuck, did I have poisoning in there? I don't remember.
I love that. Yeah, so you're tending to your lawyer,
Yeah.
sweating the possibility of a contract violation occurring. So Jack, Core, what about yourself? Do you follow along with Jack, or do you hang back with the group?
I follow her.
What about you, Core?
Yeah, I'll follow as well.
All right, very good. So Core and Jack, you guys accompany Ursula as she makes her way over to the innkeeper. And as soon as she gets to the bar, she waves him over from the opposite end, and he spots her, and what a woman! She's so big and imposing looking, and you can just see that momentary reaction in his eyes. He's looking at her, but nonetheless, he makes his way over to her. How can I help you, ma'am? She goes on and kind of leans in to add a little bit of privacy to the conversation. Look, I just saw one of those priests come down the stairs, and I just want to know, are they staying like as patrons in your establishment, or are they visiting someone? Oh, they're patrons here. They actually paid for a room and then some, and they told us to leave them be, though. So I can't give you a room number or anything like that. No, of course not. I would never expect anything like that whatsoever. But you're telling me that they're patrons here. That much you can't share. He goes on nodding his head, and she hands over a few coins to him, and she returns back to the table. And as soon as you guys return to the table, Bruno looks up, with a concerned look on his face, and asks her, what's going on? But before Ursula has a chance to respond, one of the Graven servants, who stands at the top of the stairs, orders Bruno to bed. The Graven has self-checked your room and saw you were missing. Get up here now. He returns sheepishly upstairs and tries defending himself. Someone just got poisoned. She snaps back, and you'll be next if you don't get back to bed. He grumbles as they both make their way to the next floor. You guys respond in any particular way to that moment?
And you'll be brought up on terroristic charges.
What?
I chuckle to myself.
Yeah.
Grim does the same as well as he's dabbing the sweat from Brutus's forehead.
Go get your rest, Bruno. And I tip my hat towards him.
But
you better hurry up. Mommy called.
Pretty much.
Oh damn! That's for the bowman that lost the arm wrestle, dude.
Yeah, but out loud I say nothing.
There you go.
But as Bruno and the other servant make their way upstairs and around the corner, another man dressed in a nightshirt and a silk dressed gown comes downstairs. He walks right past them. He's a little older, not much, but you can see he's all gray hair and spectacles, and definitely gives off the impression that he's a learned man. And as he descends into the bar room, one of the three cultists that Core overheard, saying that they were worshiping a god that the beastmen also worship. One of those cultists leaves their table and heads upstairs. And the man in his pajamas, he orders a brandy and takes it back up to his room. A couple moments after that, just like clockwork, the other two cultists follow him upstairs. What do you guys do? Do you investigate or stay and wait for the priests or something else?
Well, for the priest stuff, she definitely said we can't just like go up and knock on the door or anything like that.
We
Not
can.
right now. We gotta scope it out until they leave.
I mean, technically, that's a rule for the staff. It's a rule for manners.
Yeah, true.
But for
Do we want to fucking?
But manners of wait until they leave before we break in their room.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, wait until they leave before we apprehend them.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe we do. All right, gang. Here, let's discuss. What do we want to do with this?
So, like I said, you guys have the choice of either investigating where these cultists are going, and are they following this wealthy-ish looking man, or do you sit and wait with Ursula, for the priests to come downstairs?
Yeah.
The cultists don't seem like any of our fucking business at the moment.
Cultists are chaos, but
Right. I mean, we could split up, I guess.
Is this Scooby-Doo
I
episode?
don't think I think that's a terrible idea. In D&D, maybe. In Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay game, nah. I'm good.
There's one particular opinion that I'm super curious about here, Core.
Chris.
Yeah, I remember your character, having that goal of hunting, what was it, the Black Brides or something like that? There was like
no, some pirate captain guy. I gotta check my notes.
Right. I could have swore there was something involving like dark elf.
The Black Veil Brides.
Right.
Well, and Chris,
right.
But Chris also, and because you've got the perception, the ability to see in the dark, and better eyesight. I ask you character if he wants to go.
Yeah, let's go.
Check it out.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
We go together.
You guys go and check out these cultists.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so that'll leave Brutus, Fritz, and Grim downstairs.
Oh shit! Yeah, we'll chill.
Okay.
I believe less people better because we don't want to crowd it. We don't want to give away.
So we are splitting up.
Oh shit, we are.
Is that what I'm?
Yep.
I'm just making sure.
We'll keep our ears open if something bad happens.
It works in Scooby-Doo.
It does.
It does.
We'll make it work.
Sometimes.
Right. So as you guys head up the stairs, Dan, you do experience this flushing of heat kind of coming over your face. You're just still feeling uncomfortable from the poison and having thrown up. Would you roll me a challenging endurance check? Endurance test?
Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah.
Challenge minus 10.
Endurance. You said minus 10?
No, challenging as in no modifiers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Difficult is when you start adding the modifiers.
Oh,
I gotcha. You fucking fumble. I rolled a 59 against a 29 skill.
Okay.
Dang.
So you're starting to feel,
Oh gosh darn it.
You're starting to feel a bit feverish and a bit flush and fatigued. If you would note for yourself that until your next long rest, you have the fatigue condition. The fatigue condition. Hold on, let me make sure I have this right.
Oh, do I note that?
If you would note that you have the fatigue condition, you can just put it.
Yes, sir.
And I'll know what it refers to. I just want to make sure that I have it here. Hold on.
Okay.
1 sec. I guess I took it from there. Okay, well, I know what it does. You're going to get, for every fatigue condition, and they can stack, but for each fatigue condition that you have, you get minus 10 to your weapon skill, your ballistic skill, your strength, your toughness, your intellect, um, and you're always last in combat. So right now,
Other than the intellect, it was pretty much worthless anyway, I think.
But still, man, you don't want to be sick.
Yes, it's not good.
Yeah. So as you're fighting this fever downstairs, Dad and Chris, we have Core and Jack heading upstairs. They're following these cultists who are following this man in the silk robes. As you make your way up the stairs, you notice the man in silk. He appears to be the only one in the hallway at the moment, and you see him enter a room. And he closes the door, but a moment after he closes the door, we see another door open from another room, Scooby-Doo style, and the three cultists. One of the cultists comes on out and goes and knocks on this man's door. And the man, it takes him a moment, but he answers it. I want to make sure I have this right. Okay, so the man answers it, and after a moment, there's a brief exchange of words, too low to hear, but then the cultist is admitted, as in allowed into the room for a moment. Dad and Chris, would you roll me perception checks, please?
Yes.
No modifiers here, so just whatever your number is. For Core, that number is going to be 56.
So I rolled a 70.
You rolled a 70. Chris got
Yeah.
67, which is unfortunately a little over. So we both failed those tests. We hear, you guys hear nothing but murmured, muffled words, but it sounds, not pleasant, whatever's going on. And suddenly the door, opens wide really quickly, and you just hear someone on the other side of it say, "I will not submit to blackmail." And then another voice says, "You have no choice." And in that moment, the cultist steps out of the room and returns back to his room with the other two cultists, and both doors are closed. So you have the man in silk pajamas who just kicked out one of the cultists who attempted to blackmail him, and that individual went right back to his room with the other two cultists. How do you guys respond to the situation? You can either head back down and avoid the situation. You could go knock on the door of the man and do a wellness check, see if he needs protection. You could go to the cultists and ambush them, risk combat if you want. There's a few options to consider.
Well, I would love to ambush the cultists, but I think we would want our whole group for that.
That's fair.
Yeah. I think we'd go do a wellness check on the man.
Yep.
All right, so you guys...
I'm Narcan still, so I'm gonna just fucking hang out.
Well, I'm cutting back.
Oh yeah, we're downstairs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
So as Core and Jack head over to the man's door for the wellness check, we're gonna cut downstairs for a moment and return back to Brutus, Fritz, and Grim as we see Fritz and Grim having looks of concern as they face Brutus, who is struggling a little bit to even breathe. Dan, would you make me another endurance test? And this time it's difficult. It's going to be -10.
Oh, I'm gonna die on the second fucking session here. Give me a second.
Yeah.
-10 to my skill. That's 19. I roll a 16.
You rolled a 6.
Let's go!
There you go. All right, so in that moment, you let out a big cough, Like it's been building up in you over the last moment or two, and once you have that big violent release of just you kind of feel like you just gained a little bit of energy. You just pumped your heart full of more blood, and you feel a little bit better right now. So you're slightly recovering from your poison condition right now. I continue dabbing your forehead, and I order the barmaid to bring us over some hot water because I've got some herbs in my pocket for tea, and I'm gonna give you some tea. But aside from that, Fritz, is there anything that you're doing in particular?
Probably is Ursula around?
Yes.
She chilling at the table with us?
Yep.
Probably have been just like chatting it up with her. I'm drunk at this point, so I'm probably giving her some flirty eyes and stuff. But I'm asking about like, how many bounties have you done and all that kind of like bounty hunter, like
You guys are discussing
kind of small talk. Yeah.
No, I get you. And she's flattered, and she's indulging a bit, all while keeping her professional eye on the stairwell, looking out for the priests. But yeah, she goes on to share her history. She goes on to talk about Kislev a little bit, and the home country, and her mom's famous bear stew, that she misses dearly. And so you guys are having that conversation, and I'm taking care of Brutus here. And all while that's happening, Jack and Core are knocking on the door of the man in the pajamas.
The lawyer. I love the idea that the lawyer's dying, and everyone's just like, yeah, it's a dead lawyer. We're doing all right today.
We'll be fine.
I assume Grimm's handling it.
No, it's all right. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, that's funny though.
Dead lawyer jokes are always.
We need at least one every session. But,
Exactly.
But so as you guys knock on this man's door, a couple moments later, he answers it by opening the door really quickly, irritated, agitated, ready to face the man that he just saw, but instead he sees you guys, and he immediately goes from being angry and frustrated to confused and raises an eyebrow. Can I help you, young gentleman?
Then we say, yes, we saw those cultists. We're just checking on you.
Cultists?
We were worried. We saw how those men. Yeah, maybe I don't say that. We don't want them to know we know. But we just saw those men attacking you.
I just want to clarify. Do you accidentally slip in saying cultists, or do you say something else?
I did accidentally slip, but I don't want to do that. That might be too much.
Yeah, I know. That's fair. They could, get a really riled up reaction depending on the person and where you are. But
yes.
So I'm sorry. Go ahead. So you're asking what again?
We're checking on you. We saw that those men were fairly aggressive to you, and we just wanted to make sure you're okay.
Yes, I am well. It's rather unfortunate that that particular man showed up at my door. He knows me. He knows my family, and he knows that I'm wealthy, and it's because of that I'm fearful that he's after said wealth. Yeah, I'm a little nervous. Do you gents have a room for the evening? Are your accommodations met?
Do we? Or don't we? I don't remember. We don't have a room yet, do we?
No.
I thought we got a room. Did we not?
That's right. We did get a room early on. It was one of the first things that was done while the getting was good, because I remember emphasizing, it was building up in popularity, and you guys had to nab a room quickly. You do have a room. It's two. I gotta check my notes because that's one that I forgot to put down. But you got like 2 full-size beds and then a floor. It's pretty much what you have.
All right, we'll get back to that.
Yeah. But so
We're getting another room. I got poisoned.
Yeah, right.
Establishment.
But so with that said, you guys do have a room, but the question still stands. Do young gentlemen have accommodations met?
We do. We do.
Okay.
We are staying here.
Well, let me step a little bit out of my comfort zone and possibly yours. But let me ask, if I were to pay you each a little coin, would you spend the night, in my particular dorm, in my room? You can have the bed. I do not want to be alone tonight in case that man comes back.
Do we offer? What do you think, Chris?
We can offer that protection.
If you two young lads stay with me for the night, and we make it through the night, I'll give you 50 silver pieces right now each, and another 50 silver in the morning when we leave. Does that sound agreeable?
It is. We do have business in the morning, so we do need to, because we're going to go out hunting for that kid with Ursula
and the priests.
Yeah. So,
well, I do want to say, sir, my party is leaving early as well. I'm with the Graven. I'm actually her attorney, and so I have my own room though, but we're leaving at first dawn, so we won't be here long. We'll be well out, before then, if that could work for you guys.
There you go. That's not bad.
Yeah.
That works. Yeah, that works great.
Another attorney?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
they're everywhere.
This is the fucking writ?
But this is an attorney for a noble, the Graven. So this guy, and he's got some mad money, man. He's got silk robes in medieval times. Like what?
I think we say that one of us would stay with them. One of us needs to go down to let everybody else know what we're doing.
How does Core feel about that?
I can go downstairs and let everyone know what we're doing.
And then come back.
And then then come back.
This is just
you gotta protect them.
Exactly. All right, so it's gonna be Core that goes downstairs, and Jack is gonna stay with the
Yes.
warrior here. Okay.
Yes. And I let him know that we have just making chit chat while we're talking, that we have our own attorney with us too.
Okay, very cool. He nods his head. He's like, well, never like being under the same roof as another attorney, but I'll take any friend I can get right now. And kind of smirks to himself, despite his nervousness. But all right. So Corey, you're heading downstairs to get everyone, or to let them know.
Yep.
Yeah.
To let them know, and then I'll come back up.
So if you would just kind of walk us through that a little bit, because we got Ursula and the priests to consider as well here, so we need to make sure that we're handling that responsibly here. We have a deal with her after all. So
oh yeah, well then I would just sneak over to each of the party members and just kind of let them know in hushed tones about our other side quest.
Okay, and Fritz, let's start with you. How do you respond to hearing word of what's occurred upstairs?
You think I'm going to be able to do any kind of protection right now? I'm in my cups, mate. You should have told me when we got here. I don't know. Once everyone started saying, oh, perfect. If I don't have to do anything, then sounds great to me. a drink, a drink, a drink. And then I drink some more. I've pretty much finished the wine bottle at this point.
Yeah, just keep drinking.
Yeah, how's that for fried gold?
Yeah, how's that for a slice of fried gold?
And I think
I'm not a drunk. I simply enjoy the taste of alcohol so much that I must have some every few hours, or I become violently ill.
Or really angry.
Okay, so Fritz is out of his Fritz right now, and I'm sorry.
Fritz is on the Fritz.
Fritz is on the Fritz. How is Brutus reacting here with all what he's going through? How are you reacting here, Dan?
Bro, I'm just trying to be alive.
You're doing your best.
With that said, Dan, would you make another endurance test for me here?
No, that's not what I meant. I mean, I'm doing really well.
I know you are. You're fighting through it, bro. But we have to fight through it.
You gotta do it.
All right.
You gotta fight
endurance, is it still -10?
No, this one's gonna be no modifiers. You're feeling
okay.
a little bit better right now.
No, I fucked it up anyway. I rolled a 63.
63. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah. So
my endurance is 29 for.
So Dan, you cough up again like last time, and you think as you're about to do it that it's gonna bring that same relief as before, but this time blood comes out along with the cough. When that happens, I would like you, Dan, in your chat log to note that you've taken 1 point of damage.
I'll sue this whole fucking place.
Dude, you might. You could. You should. You're a lawyer. Well,
Josh caught that. Joshua Block.
Joshua Block.
Jesus Christ.
You're poisoning me.
That's it. I am suing you. He's going to jail, dude. I'm telling you.
We'll circle back on that, Josh.
Yeah, for sure.
But all right. So Brutus is pretty sick still, coughing up blood, taking a point of damage. Fritz is too drunk, going back and forth between caring for his lawyer and flirting with Ursula, all while Ursula is, having a half conversation with the drunk Fritz, all while primarily keeping her eye on the stairwell for the priests. Grim, my character, is still...
Headphones are cutting out.
Oh. It just might be your connection.
But now I can hear you.
Cool. My character is still tending to Dan, wiping the blood from your face, and going about seeing what I've got in my kit that could answer what's happening here.
I'm assuming wounds is my HP, yes?
Yes, your HP. It's going to be on the second page, I believe, right?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And so where it says 9, just that big, block next to it, that open space, just put 8. Oh, wait, we're in.
I put it in my chat.
Yeah, there you go. That's the digital way of doing it. So as it's all happening downstairs, and Core is down there, giving everyone word. Jack, you're alone with the guy, the man in the guy in the silk pajamas. When all of a sudden there's another knock at the door. What do you do? How do you respond?
Uh-oh, you're the bodyguard now.
I tell the man to relax and have a seat. I pull out my weapon, so I have it, and I say, "Who goes there?"
You hear no response. You just hear another few knocks, the exact same pace, but a little harder this time.
Well, I assumed that if it was Chris, he would say something, so I don't answer the door and make sure it's locked.
Very good. A few moments later, you hear the doorknob jiggle, and there's a bit of an intensity that gradually progresses as it's being jiggled. You know, you can tell whoever's on the other end is frustrated. And then a moment later, you start to hear clicking inside of the door, inside of the lock, and you suddenly hear a switch, something go off on the inside, and the door creaks open. And inside steps the three cultists, and they enter quietly, quickly, and they close the door behind them.
Oh.
And they grab a nearby chair and push it up against the door. How do you respond to this,
I shit my pants, and then I stand
I'm already on my way back, though, right?
At the moment, you're still divulging the information.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Yeah, so you'll be up soon, but not at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, I stand and I look supreme. I look confident, and I'm like, "You guys don't want to do this.
And that's
We've got you surrounded. We have you surrounded."
It looks like we have you surrounded, my good sir. It looks like you're only.
Can Dad make a persuasion check?
Give me. What was it? Not persuasion.
Intimidation?
Yes, thank you. So roll me an intimidation check, and let's make it, since you're a big burly sailor dude, let's make this an average test. So add plus 20 to your modifier. So if your intimidation for you is 30, so now it's 50.
So I have to roll 50.
50 or lower.
I rolled a 54.
No.
The one cultist who leads the other two, who seems to be a bit more of the superior between the three, smiles at you and goes on to say how much, I admire your courage, my good sir, but trust me when I say there's nothing good that can come from helping this man here. So if you would step aside, let us do our business.
Yes.
We'll let you live.
Not going to happen. And I admire your courage because you saw what Ursula did earlier. And I can't believe that you want to fight her.
Ursula's not here now, is she, though?
She will be.
As you say that, Dad, we do cut downstairs, and we don't know anything about what's going on up there. Core, you just divulged everyone word of what's going on. What do you do here? What do you do now?
I get an inkling that I need to, after I finish talking to people, I get an inkling that I need to get back to the room to help Jack protect the guy, and I very quickly make my way up there.
Hold on one sec. So, if you would, Chris, roll me a intuition test. Your intuition is 56, and I've got the dice here for you. 61. Damn. All right,
Yeah.
So you failed. That feeling that you're talking about, that inkling, it doesn't happen. You don't sense danger at the moment, but you do still head upstairs, just now with that urgency that you were, proposing. So you're heading up the stairs, and as this happens, cutting back now to inside the room, Jack, I need you to roll me for initiative. I need you to roll initiative because combat's about to start.
Fuck. I believe in you.
Hold on, let me pull up the combat rules. So you're gonna roll a d10 and add your initiative value to it. And let's see, for Jack, your initiative is 38.
Okay, so I add 38 to a D10.
Correct.
All right, hold on 1 second.
Oh, just a D10. Hell yeah.
It's a bit of a homebrew approach.
All right, hell yeah.
I still wanted.
Oh no, I rolled a 1.
That's the best. You want to roll?
Oh, good.
Yeah, low numbers are good in this.
Yeah, low numbers are. You just got.
Yeah, low number is good.
Holy shit! Is there? Do you get a crit on initiative? No, you don't.
The opposite of D&D.
All right, hold on. Let me pull this up real quick.
Yeah, we're playing golf now. Yeah, that's right.
All right, Dad. So you have the start of the initiative order here, and this is, guys, our first combat, even though only one of you is in it.
Oh, fuck God.
This is what happens when you separate.
I told you.
So each combatant has one move, one action, as in fighting, fleeing, jumping, etc., and one free action, like drinking a potion, drawing your weapon, another item, or yelling something. You get to do that for each round of combat. So, what weapon do you have again, Dad? Jack has a dagger. Okay.
Yes, I have a dagger.
Okay. And
So
this is.
then I go after the guy who was talking.
You go after the guy who was talking. All right. So to hit with a melee weapon, you and the target are going to each roll what's called an opposed melee test. The highest success level between them wins. I'll explain that in a moment. If it's a tie, then whoever's got the highest melee skill wins. So, Dad, on your character sheet, let's find your melee skill. And your melee skill is 30. Okay. And my character's melee skill.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, Dad, if you would roll your D100 and let me know the results.
95.
95. I got a 97.
That's great.
We basically bitch slap each other and go,
Hell yeah.
But
Fucking just hitting wet hands at each other, noodles.
But you do succeed, Dad. Even though you rolled as much as you did, I still rolled higher than you. So you do succeed in striking. Now we need to see where on their body you've struck. If you would, Dad, roll me another D100.
22.
22. You got the left arm. You've come at the guy with your dagger. You know what? If you would, Dad, explain the moment yourself. How do you see Jack the sailor coming at the guy with the knife?
He's stabbing at him, so stabbing into his, tricep or bicep.
There you go. Okay. Calculating damage. So we're going to add the weapon damage value plus your success level from the hit. How we determine success levels is figuring out the difference between our scores, and that's your success level. Since we both rolled in the 90s, 9 minus 9 is 0, so you get a success level of 0. So, and your weapon damage, hold on.
SB plus 2. Oh.
Strength bonus plus damage. And so strength bonus is the tens number in your strength, which is a 2. So you get, with the current, with the advances, it's 30. So you get a strength bonus of 3 plus 2 damage. So that's 5 damage you're putting through. And if this
Your arm's off.
What's that?
Your arm's off.
Your arm's off. Got an arm off over there. But as you do that, this guy, he's got no armor on. He's just wearing normal travel clothes. They seem even robish, like, as if he was in, like a church order or something like that. So he's got no armor, and armor would reduce the amount of damage taken. And since there is no armor, Dad, you just dealt a full 5 damage to this guy. He did get ripped right into the bicep or tricep. I think you said tricep, yeah. You dug his knife right into there, stabbing motion and all. You've gotten him to let out a giant scream in pain. As that happens, everyone downstairs can hear it. Core, how do you respond?
Here comes the cavalry.
Oh yeah, no, I come on up and I get.
Let Ursula know.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, I tap Ursula on the shoulder and I say, "We need your help. Bring her on up."
She's already running up with you. And
all right, great.
I'm gonna stay back with Brutus here and stay. Nursing him. Wow. And Fritz.
Gross.
Fritz, what is Fritz gonna continue hanging?
Well, let's see how far along I am. I'm gonna roll another consume alcohol test.
There you go.
9 months.
I have failed this one. I have rolled a 58. I need a 35. So I think I'm sitting and kind of holding on to the table, like spinning a bit.
Yeah, maybe Timmy should go up. I don't know. Just keep.
It sounds like
there's both. Now he's watching. Now he's watching both of us at this point.
Yeah, he's fucking babysitting.
And I think that's right. I think Chris, Ursula, and I can handle the.
All right.
Yeah, I think so.
This whole game, I've just been incapacitated. It's very funny.
So Ursula, she does draw her sword and one of her pistols, and she follows you, Core, since you're faster. You're up the stairs. Go ahead, and if you would, please walk us through what happens.
Coming up the stairs.
Yeah, pick us up.
Then just going down the hallway, gonna kick the door open.
As you do that, the door is jammed from that chair that was placed there. If you would, I'm going to roll you a strength check.
Okay.
Your strength is 24. You got a 33. You failed it. But you know what? Ursula is going to step in, and she's going to do it herself. She's got a strength of 46.
Hell yeah.
Oh, wow.
And she got a 40. So you kick it, and you definitely get some splintering of the door, but it's not enough to budge it fully. And she puts her hand up against you, encouraging you to step aside. And as you do, like a tree trunk, like one of your kicks, Chris, she just lays into this door, and it just bursts open with splinters, shattering in every direction.
Yeah.
As that happens, the door goes wide open, and you see Jack surrounded by the 3 cultists, along with the man in silk robes. If you would, Chris, I'm going to roll initiative for you and Ursula real quick. Hold on. Initiative 56. What the hell? You got 66, okay. And for Ursula. All right, Chris, you are at the top of the initiative order. I'm sorry. After Dad, you are, but Dad's already gone, and so you're going to be right before the cultists go. So you have about.
How close am I?
You're about 15 feet away from the nearest one, and they're all within a 5 foot radius of each other, so they're all within range.
Okay. Yeah, I'll run towards the closest one and thrust my longsword at him.
Okay. All right, so if you would, Chris, we're going to each roll a opposed melee test. I'm going to roll for each of us. Let me see, what is your melee skill? Yours is 45. Ooh, 23. Nice. But then the other guy, a 43. So you're 23 versus his 43. There's a there's a difference of 20 between them, and the tens number there is 2. So you've gotten 2 success levels. That's something that we'll explore more in future sessions. I'm giving more of a simplified version, but the more success levels you get, the greater the effect of your success. It could be a moderate success, a weak success, or a big grand success. And with having a success level of 2, yours is pretty moderate going into being mediocre, but you've hit him nonetheless. So I'm gonna have you roll to see where on his body you hit. Let's see here. 69. You got it. 69. Yeah. Right on his body.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
No armor there.
Nice.
And so let's see what the damage is for your sword. Strength bonus plus 4. Your strength is 224, so it's strength bonus of 2 plus 4 damage. So that's 6 damage total that you've delivered to this one. And I'm sorry, I should have clarified. Is this the one that has a wound on his arm? That's closest to Jack?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you go up to this guy and you swing your sword at him, he tries to parry the blow, but he fails. And you have a complete opening here to end his life. And you do. And if you would, Chris, please describe how Core kills this man.
Well, just like in the opening scene of Troy, when Achilles ran at Belagrius and just kind of stabbed him in the clavicle real quick and withdrew his sword. That's what I do.
That's awesome. So as you leap forward and charge at him and plant your sword right into his shoulder blade like that, just like Belagrius, he tosses over dead. And we've got 2 remaining cultists here. One of them is going to come right at you, Chris, right at Core, because you just scared the shit out of him charging in like this and just killing someone like that. Hold on one sec.
I just rewatched the scene. That's a good way to do it, dude. Hell yeah.
I love that you looked it up.
I actually looked it up because I haven't seen Troy.
I love Troy. It's been a while, though.
I love that.
Yeah, I want to watch it again soon.
Yeah. All right, so Chris, with your melee test, you got a 36, and the other guy got an 86.
Yeah.
So that's 5 success levels. You do succeed in parrying his attack, and you inflict one of your own, which is crazy.
All right, I do a reposit.
Yeah, because whoever succeeds at the melee test, regardless of whose turn it is, if you win that opposed test, then you're doing damage. Whether
okay.
Wow.
It's wild. So gonna go on ahead and roll for damage here.
That was a sick kill.
Thank you.
I've never seen it before, so I had to.
So, Chris, you parry the attack and you strike at the guy's right arm. Would you go ahead and paint us that picture?
Let's see. Yeah, so I parry his blade and use it to ricochet my own blade into slicing on his arm upward. So I just cut the vein without a chance of it being sewn up.
Ouch. That is quite damaging. You do 6 points of damage because it's your strength bonus plus the weapon's damage, which is 4, and your strength bonus is 2. So that's 6 total that you just dealt to this guy. Next up on the initiative order is the other cultist, who's going to come right at you, Dad. Dad.
Bring it.
If you would, Dad, roll me a D100. This is going to be for your opposed melee test.
You're not going to believe this. I rolled a 7.
You got a 4.
Nice.
I thought I was a big
Very
boy.
nice.
I have a 25. I was going to brag about that. Fuck. All right, so you parry this guy's attack, and Dad, you actually get to do damage back. So let's roll, if you would, on the hit location of the person's body. Roll me a D100, please.
60.
60. You got the body. All right. So this is gonna be with the dagger again. So it's
Yes.
5 points of damage because they don't. None of these guys have armor. Most excellent. And if that was the same dude, you guys would have killed the same guy. But
Damn, son.
the damage is split. So at that moment, Ursula comes in. She got dead last. Let me have
The
her.
better
The
is
what?
on the body.
She's gonna be a badass here, but she's not gonna use her pistol because you guys are already engaged in close combat, and she doesn't want to risk shooting one of her own. So she's gonna come in and assist you, Core, with the guy that you're fighting up against. Come at her with her sword. 43 against a 45. The guy won. Oh my god. He's got a dagger as well. 70. So Ursula got struck on the body when she charged this guy. He was able, because he just barely outrolled her, and so he ended up doing, what is his strength? He dealt 5 points of damage to her in retaliation. So she came up at him with her sword, and at the last moment, the guy was able to parry it Hapkido style. And as he whipped her sword away, he just spun his directly into her gullet and just stabbed her right there. She lets out this groan in pain, and she grits her teeth, and nonetheless, she is not going down without a fight. She lets out this big Kislev Russian roar, and the fight continues on. Us downstairs, we're hearing this brawl upstairs, but Grim, he's a little too freaked out to come and check it out, and he does have these other two that he's helping, so we're just going to stay focused on this upstairs room for the time being. It has returned back to you, Jack, because the old man is too scared to engage in combat. So, Dad, it is your turn.
Of course he is.
It's my turn? Oh, good. Yeah, I go after... there's 2 left that are still alive?
Yes, there's one on you and one on Chris and Ursula.
Since Ursula was hit, I go after that one.
Okay. So roll me a melee, an opposed melee test. So roll a D100.
Oh my god.
I rolled a 99.
I rolled a 95.
Oh.
Jeez.
Oh!
It's us with our
Damn.
bitch slapping of
That
each
is-
other.
Yeah, dude.
But bitch slapping with a fucking dagger.
It still hurts. So
And he's wearing pajamas.
yeah. So Dad, if you would roll a D100 to see where in the body you strike.
A 99.
99 is the right leg. And so you come down with your dagger and you puncture it. You know what? Go ahead, Dad, if you would paint a picture how you use the knife right there.
Yeah, I'm stabbing, so I would have stabbed him. I was trying to stab him in the chest, but I came in hot and stabbed him in the thigh.
So as you stab him in the thigh, Dad, you see a geyser of blood shoot out from the leg, and you realize you've hit an artery. This guy collapses to the ground and passes out within seconds. And,
Good.
No, he's taken out. You've hit a major artery. So now there's only one left. Next up on the order is Core.
All right. I want to use my long sword to attack the one that I already hit.
All right, so let me roll the first melee test for you. You got a 60, and they got 38. So you lost that one. This
No.
one, yeah, so they're gonna swing back. 46. They hit you on the body as well. This is 2. 4. You take 5 points of damage as you take your sword and you try hitting the cultist. The cultist barely ducks out of the way, and in the same motion, they plunge their dagger right into your abdomen, right through the side.
No, but Chris is wearing armor, right?
Are you wearing armor?
Well, he's not wearing pajamas.
No, there's no armor.
No.
Yeah, no armor on any of us.
All right.
So that is your turn there, Chris. And then next up after you is the last remaining cultist, who's gonna strike right back at you.
Let me ask this question: do we want the cultist alive?
That's
We don't know.
If you want this cultist alive, you gotta get creative on how you're gonna keep him alive and you guys safe.
So can I yell and say stop?
If you would, Dad, roll me. Let me see. What would this be? I would say intimidation.
You can do whatever you want. I can't. I'm not up there, but
Dad, roll me an intimidation check.
So that's 30.
Add plus 10. Or I'm sorry, plus 20. We're gonna make this an average check.
All right.
This guy's outnumbered.
Nope, I rolled a 70.
Oh, okay. So the guy hears you, and he spits right at you. And in that same moment, it's still his turn. So he's going at you, Core. 97, and this is for Core's roll. 35. So you got six levels of success there, Chris. I'm gonna roll to see where on the body you hit him. 47. You return the blow for blow in the same spot, right in the abdomen. And your strength bonus is 2 plus 4 with the sword, 6 damage. Chris, you have just, if you would, run us through how you kill the last remaining cultist.
Say this.
Wait, you're breaking up a little bit.
Oh,
No.
I said I'd just stab him in the same place he stabbed me, and say that's for stabbing me.
I like it. So as you plant your sword, you plant your sword into his side. He had a knife. You're freaking
say it to him in Elvish. That's for stabbing me. So it's definitely still sarcastic, but he has no idea what you just did to him or said to him.
Just picture some angry Legolas words right now.
Right.
But so as you say that to him, he doesn't say anything back. He just stares you dead in the eye as his eyes die out and he falls over dead. You guys have successfully taken out the Chaos Cultists.
Yay.
Well done.
hell yeah.